Brothers.
Reed Brothers are now going to talk about vehicle nav systems and how flippin' retarded they are. Google is not your friend.
Nope.
Vehicle nav systems. Here's the vehicle nav system I want. I want the one that talks crap to you. I want the one that when you
No,
make the
fucker,
wrong
you were
turn,
supposed to turn left back there.
Yeah. No, dumbass. You're going
Your
the
other-
wrong
your
way.
other left, you douche.
Are you gonna ignore me all fucking day long?
Stop accordion
Wouldn't that be
driving. Quit
hilarious?
tapping the brakes. You're turning left. You're weaving
Stop
in
and
the
let your
lane.
wife drive. You suck.
Yeah. Just give it up. Get out of the driver's seat. I'll just drive.
Is this Dwayne or is this a bitch driving?
And
I've told you 3 times to turn left.
Invariably, when you have the nav system on, somebody texts you about the same time it decides to give you directions for your next turn.
And you're like,
so it covers up the field and you can't see what the exit number is, and you're trying to scoot shit out of the way, driving like a madman, and people behind you are honking, and I'm just like, whatever. I'll get there when I get there. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm having an old person moment. Shut up.
read my hat.
God damn it, I'm grumpy as fuck and quit it.
It's still better than having that piece of paper out there in front of you.
Yeah,
while
how
you
did we
drive.
get around back in the day with maps being made out of paper? Because after you take a route a couple of times, you figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Well,
nowadays, I guess maybe there weren't as many roads back. Well, we came from a time that was only in black and white, so we didn't get color.
Well,
until,
the thing is like you actually had to. I think now it's people have more of a handicap now because they don't know how to get anywhere. They don't know how to figure out how to get there.
I can ask my kids which direction is west, and
They won't be able to tell
They'll
you.
look at me like I'm.
Right.
Now, we would look at a map and we would figure it out, and then we would get on the road, and you know what? The sign said what we knew.
Yeah, you had a little cheat sheet, and you looked, and you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't
Even
pay-
without a cheat sheet, you could do it.
Yeah. You knew there was
Well,
okay.
you kept the map with you.
You know, you 183 to what? You know, this highway to that highway to highway. You knew, or you went to this town, turn left. You knew.
And now you got avoid ferries, avoid
Yeah.
FERYS,
Oh.
not the other one. Avoid stoppages, avoid tolls, avoid this, avoid that. And you're like,
Avoid highways.
Yeah, avoid high. How did that make the list?
Yeah.
So now you're on these back roads and you're stopping every 15 feet at a stop sign, because that's awesome.
Yeah. We're going to avoid everything.
Avoid
And then
construction. Well, you'd never get out of your driveway.
You go to San Antonio, Dallas in 4 days.
God.
Well, I will say, there have been situations where using the navigation on my phone where, it said, hey, there's some crap going on up here. You want to take this alternate route? And it's helped me out a whole lot.
Well, okay.
But that's not kudos to navigation system.
And Google
Or speed traps.
Google's maps or Apple's maps. Which ones do you want to go for?
Exactly.
And then in the case of most cars that have built-in nav systems, then you have the car's Garmin nav system. So all these maps are all competing with each other, and they're all arguing about how 3 feet apart all the stop signs are. This is your fastest route. No, this is your fastest route. No, and all of a sudden now you're arguing with Sybil, the multi-personality vehicle.
I was driving from here, taking 35 north to go to East Texas. And I'm taking 35. I'm going to get to 20, or take the loop around, take 20 and go to East Texas. Well, the GPS wanted me to make an exit. Right?
And they get adamant about it. They
So-
get upset that you didn't follow its instructions.
It wanted me to make an exit and then get on the service road, then take this veer off to the right and go down like a mile and a half,
And
then take a left,
then get back on the
and
highway.
then get back in. Yes.
For why? For what? What?
And it's like,
What
how does that-
what are we doing?
how does that
Is
speed
this
up?
a joke, or are there other nav systems watching this nav system? Go, hey, watch me. Oh, let me get him. Let me get him. Watch this. He's gonna lose his shit. Lose it.
Like a-
Ha ha!
like
Now
a-
he's cussing.
Yeah. And it's
You're
like,
in a pond.
You're
that's
stuck.
why-
You can't get out of the Walmart parking lot.
that's why I don't like them at all.
Recalculating.
Yeah.
Recalculating.
Rerouting.
Make a
Rerouting.
U-turn. Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
Yeah. Like I said, that I think people now they don't have any sense of knowing how to get to point A to point B. If they, it's like, If you removed it all from them, they'd be like,
Now, a funny add-on would be this: if you missed your turn, it goes, it
give you a shock.
just fail, lose,
Dumbass.
dummy.
You lose.
Yeah.
And then the wheels lock, so you can't turn around.
Nope, you're on it.
Nah, fuck you. You wanted to go this way. We're going this way.
You made your bed. Sleep in it.
Swipe.
deal
swipe,
with it.
Now swipe your credit card.
That'll be an additional $9.99 if you want to get to where you wanted
It'll
to
be
go.
the next game, you know.
Holy shit.
Well,
But Navs is, and I don't know. You get so lazy, especially in town. It makes a lot of sense because there's always some kind of construction or some bum fell down on the street, and you can find this address to this place that you've never been to nor had any idea that it was there. So it'll tell you turn here, park here, blah blah blah. But in the rural communities, you're going to take Highway 72 to Highway 16 to Highway. And you're not going to deviate because there's no way to get off left or right. You just go to this one and then go to that one and then go to that one. Unless you're in West Texas and trying to get to Rock Springs and you want to drive around
That's not West Texas.
the 200, 300 loop. Well, what is it, Mars?
Central. You're still in Central Texas.
It was almost to Del Rio.
No. Well, then you can say South Central Texas, but
Okay.
West Texas is once you get past Ozona and Sonora.
You get stuck in the Llano Estacado.
No, that's even further than that. That's West Texas. You get past Ozona and Sonora, trust me.
that's west.
You get to San Angelo, Odessa, Midland, Fort Stockton, El Paso.
You're in
Okay.
West Texas.
You're in deep West Texas.
You're in the westest of Texas.
And nobody lives there.
God-forsaken country.
Nobody
When
lives
there's
out
no
there.
trees, you're in West Texas.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well,
I was
Talking from experience.
And for some reason, the places that need cell phone towers don't.
Don't have it. What the hell?
Why? You can, but there'll be a dozen freaking really tall wind turbines out there, but not a cell phone tower. So apparently, the cell phone towers aggravate golden cheek warblers and some.
No, they only have cell phone towers depending on how many people are going to be on the tower. And I know, and let me tell you, being in my past job experience, we had a situation where we were in West Texas, and a major player wanted to put up a cell tower on some of our company property, and
Somebody pitched a fit.
no, we all wanted it. The problem was it was a matter of, well, are we going to have enough users on this tower to,
Make it
justify
worthwhile.
having the tower? So that was the thing. But fortunately, the oil field at that time it was really up and going, and they were like, okay, we'll do it. And I was involved in the negotiations and getting things going, and so.
Well, if you could figure out how to get an effective down station, you wouldn't need cell towers. You just bounce stuff off of satellites. Until the first big gamma ray burst from CME and it burns all the satellites up.
Well,
But that's an
Elon
episode of
Musk.
Space and Bud.
Elon Musk is trying to take care of us there. So
Good old Elon. He's a
good old Elon.
He's a who.
He's my favorite African American.
Yep, I'll agree with
you know,
that.
I didn't care too much for him until I watched that. Watched him on Joe Rogan.
Smoking. I laughed my ass off when he was that last interview he did, and he called that guy a liar. He goes, "You're a liar." I was like, "Damn,
That's hilarious. I saw that.
dude, that was great." Because that dude was trying to set him up for a gotcha question. He was baiting him, and Elon goes, "No, that's not true."
You mean like when your media paper did this and this and this?
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Ha ha."
No. We're not talking about that.
We're talking about you right here, Elon.
Yeah, he's a pretty impressive guy.
That's what she said.
Oh man, speaking of, did you guys see the latest trend is we've never been to the moon again?
How many times have we not been to the moon?
Oh my God. And this guy in the Kuiper belt this and that, and there's a radiation belt that protects the Earth, and our spaceships don't have the technology to get past it, and the CIA helped fake the moon landing. I'm like, God damn it, of all the things
So
to
are
worry-
we not on Mars now either?
Well,
Or-
apparently, as long as you don't send a human being, you can go. So there have been probes and probes.
That's
Probe.
that's an immigration.
Probe.
It's an immigration issue right there. That's what
Yeah,
that is.
that's true.
That's what it would boil down.
But that's the thing, though. So, okay, if you can't go to the moon, then how are we at Mars? Are we not at Mars? And
That's
so,
a- that's
if you
a good
can't go
point.
to the moon, and
Well,
if
is the
we're
Earth
not on
flat?
Mars, then are all of these telescopes that are out there? Is
Yeah,
that
what the
real
hell are
shit?
they looking at?
Is that real? Oh, what's a black hole? Is that a real thing?
They keep
Black
black.
hole. Anyway,
All holes are black.
just saying.
Well, this
If this isn't real, then
Well-
nothing is
well,
real.
I'm not saying that it's not real or
Not you.
But it's hard to-
Whoever
it's-
these
it's-
people
The
are.
royal
I'm not
they-
saying you're saying that.
the
What's
how-
wrong with you?
How can
I
we
don't
believe
know.
it? How can we believe any of it? You know.
NASA keeps getting busted photoshopping all these pictures. So I'm sure the government's telling them if you see X, Y, or Z, you got to, erase it out of the photo. Face of Mars, blah blah blah. But we've never been on the moon. We can't reproduce this. We can't do that. And Elon Musk keeps blowing his shit. Just like exactly what narrative do they think we want to follow? What are they trying to not say? Is there actually something there? Because the Earth's not flat. It's pretty much round. I know how physics works. If you spin a bubble in space, it makes an orb. So, or in this case, kind of an oblong.
Well, I
orb.
spun a ball and everything flew off of it.
Well, you weren't spinning it fast enough.
Oh, you don't.
Kind of like a merry-go-round.
Spin
huh?
your balls faster than that.
So did
This is the
you guys did you guys watch that launch? That
Yeah.
the one that blew up.
yeah.
They blew it up on
Did-
purpose.
Well, did they
Well,
blow it up
no,
on
it was a
purpose,
si- it was a si-
or it
it was
got
a
to a
si-
point past where they were expecting it to go and it
Right.
didn't? I mean, they were hoping it would go, but
Well, based on what they were saying, it was a system. The system basically killed itself, because it was like, okay, there's no recovery. It's got to detonate. But I think what was watching it when they showed the camera was looking up and you see the bottom of that thing and it looked like a big ass shower head with LED lights in it. And they were like so bright, and it's like with all those engines going, was it like 31? But there was like 3 of them that went
Yeah,
out.
they were doing really great until it flipped over,
Yeah,
and then it kind of was like, yeah, well, hey,
yeah, it was.
well, it was said to be a success, so I'll accept that.
he got.
And
his
I
got
guess,
his metrics.
FAA shut him down and said he can't do any more down there because I guess.
Yeah, they're complaining about Boca Chica again. It's the same bullshit. There's some bird that they aggravated. Who cares? He's private.
They showed the launch pad after, because they had all the concrete, reinforced concrete.
Oh,
that
that's
they-
right. They broke a piece of it.
Well, they were the heat and the thrust was so intense that
Thrusting.
the cross members of the reinforced concrete, it was just the rebar left. All the concrete was gone because it just vaporized. It just
It's because they're hiring government contractors. They had government concrete.
is that what it was?
Thrust was so hard it
Section
melted
8
his
con-
member.
It did. It melted that member.
Why does Jeff Bezos' spaceship look like a giant ding-a-ling? Elon Musk looks like Flash Gordon, and Jeff Bezos look like a Maridolade.
Has it made it into space
Yeah, he's done it a couple of times.
all the way?
Well, allegedly.
I don't know.
All the way up
I'm
into
not
somebody's
keeping up on it, so
space.
I'm asking.
He flew something up there.
Well, they say.
Are we still talking about a spaceship?
Allegedly.
Okay.
It's not a Hindenburg. It's not a Zeppelin.
We don't know.
Could be. Point, counterpoint? I don't know.
Well,
Is it so? Is the
Oh,
did he
did
actually,
you-
or
so
did
is
he?
it so is the
did
space station real?
Did he Photoshop? it?
That's another one that they're saying is fake. The space station is completely faked. It's a blue screen set. They film it all underwater, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know why all of a sudden debunking the space program. I guess it's a better distraction than the same old fentanyl and drug guys walking around Baltimore or whatever.
It's because they want that money to go pay off their student loans.
Yes.
There's sex surgery. They're bottom surgeries. They're
I need
Chop
the
down a
government
tree,
to pay.
dig out the stump.
I need somebody to whack my pee-pee, and I want the government to pay.
The government owes me a new ding dong.
I need some member reparations.
Membrations.
Well, they can give you a member separation.
Boy. An addictomy.
Addictomy.
No.
Penectomy.
It's like, take a dick from me.
Take a dick.
Take a dick, give a dick.
Reed Brothers.